Hi, everyone. So nice to see you. We'll wait a few moments before we get started. How's our sound? How's our connection? Mm. Hi, Brad. Hi, Lemira. Yes, such a pleasure to be together. Okay, great. Thank you. Hey, Tracy. Hmm. Hmm. We'll wait just a few more moments. Hi, Ellie. Welcome. Hmm. Let's see, what month is it? What year is it? August. For some, it's the winding down of summer. For others, it's the entering into spring. Okay, a very warm welcome. My name is Selena. We have these live sessions regularly, usually on Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I do travel from time to time, so sometimes there's a change in the schedule. There will be a change in the schedule coming up for September. We may have a few weeks apart as I will be leading a retreat and then a workshop, and then we'll be with my beloved teacher, Her Holiness Saima in Egypt. So we'll enjoy these weeks we have together until I leave, and then I'll be back and we'll be together again in October. So I have a lot of content here on the app. I have two courses. I have over 100 pieces of audio content, quite a few pieces of video content, and I also lead retreats. Yes, as I just mentioned. So feel free to check out my profile page, check out the About section on my profile page if you'd like to see more of my work in the world. And of course, feel free to send me a direct message if you have any questions about anything. Hi, everyone. Let's start today with the centering technique. And then we're just going to dive into a bit of reflection together. If you can't move your body, you can always visualize this technique. Let's bring the palms to touch at the heart. Take a full breath in and out. And then we'll inhale the right hand up, left hand by navel. And exhale slowly to the heart. We move the hand slowly and we exhale slowly. Inhale, left hand up, right hand by navel. Exhale slowly. Inhale, right hand up, left hand by navel. Exhale slowly. Pause for a moment here. Feel the contact between your hands. And maybe just very slowly and gently, just move your hands so that they are gently caressing one another. So you're kind of moving your hands up and down while they're making contact. And just notice the sensations in this precious body. Maybe there's tingling, vibrating. Maybe you can sense temperature or texture. And now let's just gently start to caress the hands. So I'm lifting my elbows so you can see my hands, but you can have your hands relaxed down. We're just going to gently caress the hands with this care and tenderness. This is a wonderful nervous system regulation technique, self soothing technique. So just gently caressing your own hands. And then maybe you gently caress the arms a little. You see, I'm being slow here and gentle. Maybe we move to the arms. Many of you have practiced this technique before. We cross the arms in front of the body, bring the hands to the tops of the shoulders, and then brush down to the elbows, and then we lift back up and we brush down again. Full deep breath, still breathing slowly, still welcoming the breath fully. And then maybe we bring the hands to the face and just offer some gentle caresses on the face, the neck, the throat. It's just a really wonderful way to slow down inside and to help regulate the nervous system. Now let's place one hand on the center of the chest and the heart center, the other hand on the belly. Feel the fullness of the breath. Maybe you sense the beating of your precious heart. If the eyes are open, you may wish to close them and just spend these next few moments in this caring place with yourself. Let's add in some kind thoughts. So, as you lovingly hold the physical body and hold this sense of self, offer yourself thoughts of acknowledgement, gratitude, praise, honoring. It might sound like, I'm so grateful for you. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. You're beautiful. You're strong. Whatever it is, just take these moments to offer yourself these kind thoughts. And after you speak each one to yourself, silently or out loud, just pause for a moment and take it in. Maybe you notice your body softening a little more, or a tension inside of you starting to unwind as you meet yourself with kindness. Let's take a deep breath together. And on this next breath, as you exhale, let out some sound, let out a sigh. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in, exhale with a sigh. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with me. Hi, everyone. Welcome to those who have just joined. Hi, Camille. Hi, Liz. Hi, John. Oh, thank you for choosing to be here. So, I'd like to dive into a reflection together. Just to share personally, I'm in a moment where there is massive accelerated transformation occurring. And I feel very tender and raw and vulnerable. And one thing that I've been recognizing in this experience is how quite often, very much so in this moment for me, and maybe often or all the time, I'm not sure. Growth is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. And many of us know that as a concept. Yes, there's so many memes and teachings about how, life starts when you step over your threshold, step through the over the threshold of your comfort zone into fear or uncertainty, or life happens where we get out of our comfort zone and we grow when we get outside of our comfort zone. We have this idea conceptually. Many of us do, yes. And if you haven't heard that before, then welcome to the party. What I've been recognizing in this is so often, this is a work in progress here. This is something I'm looking at real time. So often, when I'm having an uncomfortable experience and I relate to it as something's off, something's wrong, what if there's an opportunity in that moment for my growth? And what I can say is, in retrospect, so many times when I have felt, I'm just going to keep it really real here. Now, I want to preface this by saying my experience is not your experience, right? May not be. Each of us are having a different experience. And I'm sharing this in case there are any nuggets for you. I'm not saying that my experience is yours or that you should think like I do or you feel like I do. I'm not saying any of this. So it's really important for us to understand that each of our experiences may look very different. There's no one experience here. So, what I'm about to share may not resonate for you, and that's okay because I'm not saying that this is how you are. I'm saying this is how I am. Yeah. So, in retrospect, so many times, especially in certain contexts where I'm engaged in the spiritual work or I'm really working with my spiritual teacher, Her Holiness Saima, so many times when I have felt anxious, and this is when I was saying I'm going to keep it real, or terror coming up in my nervous system, which is a very familiar feeling for my nervous system. In retrospect, I can see that it was these deeper patterns inside of me coming to the surface. Now, the thing is, so often the way I've related to those experiences is something's wrong, or this is just something uncomfortable that I have to get through. I wasn't aware that what I was experiencing was something coming up for me to be able to transform it, to heal it. Yes, many of us have been working together for a long time, so you're well aware of how many of you are well aware of how I treat something arising as an opportunity to be with ourselves, to sit with uncomfortable feelings. And yet, this distinction that's arising from me now is something even bigger, that the moments of profound discomfort are the greatest opportunity. And I'm just seeing it in a whole new way. I don't necessarily consciously know how to work with everything that's coming up in my nervous system. But what I can say is that I understand without a doubt more than ever that it's here. What do I mean by that? Many of us, maybe the majority of humanity, again, I don't know, this is a sweeping statement, so who knows? I don't know. I think many human beings think that when something is happening that doesn't feel right, there's a tendency to blame something or someone outside of us. I'm feeling this way, I'm triggered, I'm feeling activated because of what that person did, because of what's happening there. Yes. And again, what I'm speaking to are teachings that many of us, even here in our family on Inside Timer and in the world, We've spoken about these things many times, even for years. Maybe you've read a million books on these things, but there's just a deeper nuance of really getting it. So we have this experience that something outside of us is what is generating the discomfort that we're feeling. And that discomfort could look like anything: anxiousness, shame, guilt, terror, whatever's coming up inside of us, grief, but it's inside of us. I speak on this all the time, don't I? About how everything's a mirror, and that when something gets activated in us, it's because it's in us. It's not the other person putting something in us, but truly, truly, it's something in us. And I've just seen it more clearly than ever in these last days of what I've been navigating. It's never been about the outside. It has always been about what is inside of me. It has always been about the unresolved terror from my childhood that still shows up in my life today. It shows me the patterns of pushing love away or being out of alignment inside of myself, even if I don't realize it or if I'm not aware of it. It's all inside of me. Whatever is happening in you right now, it's inside of you. Someone is not making you feel it. They are showing you what is inside of you. It's inside of us. And here I am. I've been, it's funny sometimes. uh, it, Oftentimes the human mind, and maybe especially the Western mind, has this idea of getting to the end, right? Getting someplace. And many of us even do that in our spirituality. Oh, I'll get to the place where I'm more liberated. I'll get to the place where I'm more awakened. I'll get to the place where I'm a better, more spiritual person. There's even in our spirituality, we bring this overlay of getting somewhere. It is, as far as I can tell, an ongoing journey, whatever it is. So I was saying that even after all of these decades of practice, I'm once again surprised by how there are these things inside of me that have been trying to show me they are there for my entire life from the time I was 5 years old. That I didn't realize that's what they were. I didn't realize it was something inside of me trying to get my attention so I could look at it, so I could heal it. I don't know, whatever it is, but it's been trying to get my attention. It's been coming up as terror. It's been coming up as insecurity. It's not just this abstract thing that keeps happening. It is something in me over and over again that has been saying, I'm here. And now I get to lovingly say, okay, this is here. Even though I didn't realize this was still here, even though I've done decades of work around this, even though, it's here. And it's not my teacher, Saima. It's not someone rejecting me or judging me. It's not any of these things that are causing it. It was already here. I have a question for us, each of us, for myself. How much time do we spend in a day, one, distracting ourselves from really being present with what's happening inside of our system, our nervous system, our emotional system, our mental system? And two, how much of our lives is spent inauthentic not realizing that there are these things here that are asking for our attention. This is a deep one today, yes? And for many of us, it's really difficult to consider that some kind of pain or discomfort we're feeling isn't because somebody else is making us feel it, but it's in us. It's in us. It doesn't mean it's who we are. This is an important distinction. Just because we feel something, just because there's a pattern, just because there's some trauma, whatever it might be, that's not who you are. It's not who I am. It's part of the experience. And it's temporary, the same way that this beloved, beautiful physical body is temporary. So are all of those other things. And things in our internal world are absolutely temporary, even if they've been with us solid for as long as we've been alive. They're still temporary. They're not who you are. I'm going to come to your comments now. This was quite some time ago that these comments started coming, so we'll see where they fit into everything I just shared. Brad shared, yes, these cycles continue, some small steps and other giant leaps. This too will pass. Hold on. Thanks, Brad. KT shares, our personal experiences and stories are all connected in one way or another, and keeping real is exactly what helps us all heal. And I am resonating with what you're sharing, so thank you. Great love. Thank you for sharing. Yes, vulnerability is something that can liberate us in ourself and also liberate others as well. Jenny shared, hello. Oh, hi, Jenny. I'm so happy to be here with you. KT also shares, knowing that it's all coming from within is feeling incredibly uncomfortable and overwhelming today. Yes, yes, exactly. Right? That's what I just spoke to a moment ago. Exactly. Now, I'm just going to pin that for a moment and just acknowledge you and say, yes, I totally get it. Totally. Lemira shares, this is so deeply resonating. Great love. KT says, what do we do with this and how do we hold it? Is acknowledgement enough? I'm absolutely in this continued inquiry myself. I think sometimes we need support. For example, like what part of the multi-layered thing that I'm navigating right now is something where I need some support. And by the way, although I'm seeking support from someone in a one-on-one context to work with some unresolved trauma and things that I didn't realize were there and don't really know really fully how to work with them myself. Um, I also reached out to my friends. I reached out to some of my closest friends who I know can really be with me and who hold a similar level of awareness that I do, meaning we're on the same path in our thinking. So, for example, when I share everything I share, they can sit with me in the knowingness that this is all a gift rather than being like, oh, that's bad and that's bad. And, right? They can stand with me in my liberation. They can stand with me in moving through this discomfort and finding my way through it. So I'd absolutely have reached out for just that support from some of my dearest sisters. And I also am reaching out for professional support. So, and I've done a lot of work inside of myself, a lot. I've done deep introspection. I've used different techniques for my nervous system. I have done vocal journaling so that I can really move stuff and reflect on it. So, to answer your question, depending on what it is, I do not think acknowledgement is enough sometimes. I think sometimes we need someone to sit with us. Sometimes we need someone's guidance. And even if we don't need someone outside of us, sometimes after acknowledging, then we need to actually be with it, right? There's like the acknowledgement of, oh, I see you. I see this pain. I see this thing that's here. Now, what action am I going to take to be with it? That action may be something simple, like something we practice here often. Feel the feelings, drop the story. We go inside and we feel in the body where there's this pain or this contraction or this tension. And rather than thinking about why we think we feel this way, we really feel the body, we feel the pain, we breathe through it. So sometimes we do need action, and that action can look many different ways. Thank you for asking. Great questions. And oftentimes for me, the first step is compassionate acknowledgement. Hand on my heart and just saying, oh, Selena, I'm here for you. Or maybe sometimes I just need to say to myself, I'm so sorry you're feeling all of this. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I know how painful it is. I'm here. You're not alone. Sometimes that's the first step for me. Okay, coming back to your comments. Brad shared only distract. Oh, coming back to the question, because I was asking how much of our day do we spend distracted, not really being with our inner world? And the other question was, how often are we living in inauthenticity? Like, I'm happy, everything's fine, everything's great. Meanwhile, there are all of these running patterns and responses and experiences and feelings that are happening that we're just kind of ignoring. And by the way, it's okay. Like, sometimes we use this word titration, which is like leaning in and leaning out. And sometimes we need to lean in and lean out. Sometimes we can't just fully be with something. Like, even right now, and as I reflect on it, that's what I'm doing right now. It's like I, did some really deep work and some crying and journaling and was in action and doing all my things yesterday. And then I let myself watch some Ted Lasso and just like nurtured my heart and my nervous system for a little while. So, like finding ways to lean in and lean out also. So we have a balanced approach to being with whatever's arising. So Brad shared only distracted when I'm awake, sometimes when asleep also. That's interesting, Brad. How can you be distracted when you're asleep? Jody Ann shares, I spend way too much time trying to make it go away. Yeah. Yeah. And I wonder, well, firstly, I get that. And then I wonder what it would be like to practice just sitting with it. Even if you just had a practice of just 1 minute a day, where you said, okay, for this 1 minute, I just place my hand on my heart and I say, whatever this is, I'm allowing it to be here for just a minute. Be still, feel it, acknowledge it. And then maybe you move up to 3 minutes, maybe move up to 5 minutes. Maybe you listen to my recording here on the app called Self Soothing Emotional Healing. That is a guided step by step process to be able to sit with it. It's okay to start really small. It's okay. Adriana shares, the other people just come to allow us to see those shadows, the shadows within. We're all in this path together. No matter what we do with our lives or who we think we are, any of it. It's like Ram Dass said, we're all just walking each other home. Benny shares, hi, Selena, my first time here. Good afternoon from Denmark. Welcome, Benny. You're here for a deep one. We're just diving in today. Lovely to be here with you. Tracy shares, and by the way, for anyone who's not familiar with Tracy, Tracy is a fantastic teacher, so much love and beauty and compassion in her work. And she has audios and a new course that just launched here. Trace, what's the name of the course? So you can find her under Tracy McCree. Tracy shared resistance for me causing more suffering, yes. When I distract or avoid what is or something to be seen uh, or witnessed, it continues and even strengthens. Holding, yes, yes, exactly. Like the resistance causes it to get even stronger. And then Tracy said, holding space for you, beloved, and each of us in this awareness. Yes, it's powerful. It takes, I mean, I guess I could say it takes courage, but it's almost like a point of no return when something like this really starts to wake up inside. It's a choiceless choice. The part of me that might want to go back to sleep and just feel happy, it's not an option. There's only the moving forward through that scary, dark tunnel, seemingly scary, dark tunnel that's so uncomfortable and painful. And I don't know if I'm going to die or if I'm going to suffocate or if I'm just going to be lost and alone in it forever. But if I just keep taking one step at a time, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always liberation on the other side. Who knows this in your life? Something painful comes up, something challenges you. But when you don't turn away from it, sometimes it's a choiceless choice. When you don't turn away from it, no matter how excruciating it feels to go through that tunnel, you always find yourself on the other side of it. Yeah. And Tracy's course is called The Journey of Remembering, and it talks about much of what we're talking about today. Fantastic, Tracy. Thank you. Adriana shared vocal journaling. Can you talk more about that technique? Yes, I could. I wanted to like make a joke about like how I yodel to like free myself. Um, like for example, stuff was really coming up yesterday when I was on a walk, and it was just like, "Bleh." And so I just took my phone out and I opened the voice recording app and I just allowed myself to freely speak and process everything. So often that is such a healer for us to speak to someone or to journal in our journals. Um, and in that moment, I hadn't really spoken with, uh, there was no one I felt like was ready to speak with about what I was going through. So I just spoke to myself and I recorded in a voice app. Okay. So many comments. I love that we're so engaged in this conversation. KT shared yes, yes to reaching out for support, sitting with whatever is, and then moving mindfully into action steps. Great, darling. Yeah. And yes, Ted Lasso. Brad shares it can be difficult to see these events as learning opportunities when you are in the middle of the situation. An objective observer is helpful. Absolutely. Yeah, so often when we're in the middle of something that feels really big or painful or challenging, it's difficult to see it as a gift, as a treasure of our growth. And that's where this whole conversation started today. Yes, I started to speak about how on discomfort is how we grow, and as we are here 30 minutes later in the conversation, we can maybe see a little deeper what I'm speaking to here. It really is all of these painful experiences and challenging moments. That is the discomfort of growth, right? So often we don't see it that way. We see it as something bad that happened to us. We see it as this horrible thing we have to get through. We see it as this thing that should have never happened and our life would have been better if it had never happened. That thing is the discomfort of growth. That thing is the teaching life starts at beyond the edge of your comfort zone. That is it right there. The painful, horrible thing that we think should have never happened to us is the growth. It's the discomfort of the growing edge. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And yeah, it can be really difficult to see it as something we would ever want in our lives. Sometimes it takes years for us to be able to say, that thing was a gift in my life, or that thing served me in some way. And that's okay. Let's go at our pace. Hi, Chad. Chad shares, yes, my emotional pain has been rough the last 24 hours, and it's brought on pain in my lower back and head. I sat with it and had memories of abuse as a child surface and began to cry while meditating. It releases, and then now it's back. Now it's back. Your yoga nidra helps me so much, Selena. Seriously. Oh, love. I just feel so much tenderness for you and that little one inside of you, and just honor you for being able to sit with it. And how did you say, just like allowing yourself to cry a little while meditating, and just as much as you can, just being compassionate with that little one. Yeah, and it's so powerful the way our body lets us know that there's something inside, right? The little aches and pains or the injuries or the things that are off, showing us that there's something inside needing our attention. And oftentimes we don't know right away what that is, but we can look. We can have compassionate curiosity to say, okay, what inside is at the root of this physical manifestation? Thanks for sharing. Big hugs to you and your little one. Lamira shares, I don't know if I'm distracting myself. I try not to practice avoidance anymore, but place the feeling, the pain, or even the trigger into perspective and file it away. Powerful. I wonder, my darling, what's there? What would happen if you didn't file it away? What would it be like for you if you acknowledged it and then you could be with it? Whatever that looks like for you, right? There are so many tools for this. We've spoken about many today. But rather than filing it away anywhere, what if you could be with yourself in such a way that it naturally transmuted or transformed or found a new way of being inside of you? Chad, what card? You said, can you share that card? I'm not sure what card you're speaking about. Betty shares, I must say, I have only one friend that's possible to meet physically. That is on the kind of same path. Otherwise, I reach out to friends in the IT community and friends in a mastermind online meeting program, and sometimes a coach in an online program. Fantastic, Bunny. That's beautiful. Yeah, all the people I reached out to, they were all not in person. None of them live here. So, yeah, beautiful. It's about being connected, and we can be connected physically or virtually. Yes. Wonderful. I'm so glad you have so much support, and it sounds like you're utilizing it. It's great. Yeah, we also have a group where we meet regularly, and community is just so beautiful. It's necessary, so necessary to be together, to have that kind of support. Okay. Tracy shares, I am stepping into my truth and authenticity for the first time in this lifetime. This started about 3 weeks ago. Wow, Trace. Uh, I mean, I've had the blessing of being with you and witnessing your transformation, and just wow, just acknowledging. Lamira shares, Tracy, so am I. I'm finding beauty amidst the pain, and the pain is lessening bit by bit. Oh, wow. Wow, Lamira. You two are going to get to meet in person in Costa Rica. How amazing is that? For anyone who doesn't know what I'm speaking about, I have a retreat in Costa Rica coming up. We have a retreat in Costa Rica coming up in February 2027. Um, and actually, it's sold out here on Insight Timer, but I need to update it because one space just opened up. So always feel free to message if you have any questions about that. You can also see everything about the retreat here on Insight Timer. And if you're not on Insight Timer, I invite you to come to Insight Timer so we can see your comments because we can't see your comments when you're on any other app. Uh, oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tracy shared. Oh, wait, hold on. I missed a bunch of comments. Going back. Tracy shared, we all provide light for each other in the tunnel, walking each other home. We are truly never alone, although it often feels so sometimes. Yes, yes, it's true. And then Tracy shared, if you're going through hell, keep going. Winston Churchill, or the dark, unknown, scary tunnel. And Tracy also shares for Chad, holding you with this, Chad. Thank you for your share and vulnerability, holding you with this. Lamira shares, yes, I no longer wish the one who broke my heart never happened. It did. It hurts. I'm surviving, and my goodness, the growth. I'm almost reaching gratitude for him and the experience. Wow, darling. Yeah, that's big. It's big to get to that point, and it's okay that it takes time. Blessings in your empowerment. Oh, thanks, Trace. Yes. Um, yes, 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 the track chat. So it's an audio here. I also have a video of it now, but it's a free audio called Self-Soothing Emotional Healing. I don't know if you can see it if it just came in the chat, but it's called Self-Soothing Emotional Healing, and it's a step-by-step process. It's maybe like 30 minutes long or something to really be able to sit with him. Thanks, Tracy, for clarifying that. Oh, and I see Chad, you also clarified. Let's see, coming back. Oh, Lamira shares, I skipped some steps. I acknowledge it. This is talking about when things are coming up. I acknowledge it and sit with it, kind of like a photo or a document, place it in a folder and put it all away. It might come back and I do the same practice. Lovely. And again, I ask the same question. What if after you acknowledged it and sat with it and yeah, acknowledged it and sat with it? What if it just got to be freed? What would happen? Oh, I see. You're asking for the promotional card. Uh, do I still have that here? No. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I can search for something. Um, ooh, they've updated this. This is excellent. Wow, they've really updated this. I'm so glad you asked for the card because I am learning this and boom, boom, right there. Did it come through? I can see it on my end. I don't know if you can see it on your end. Did that come through, my friends? Okay, amazing. Thanks for teaching me or helping me, guiding me to see that they have some new options here. Before they did not have that option to search like this. So I kind of stopped posting the cards. I'm just going to look and see if I can find the video for you also. Yep, there it is. All right, look at that. Uh-oh, did it make the other one go away or are they both still there? Okay, moving on. Um, oh, great. Lamira shared, I can't wait to meet Tracy in Costa Rica. I love Tracy's lives and recordings. Yay! I love that. Benny shares, I have some discomfort I don't grow with because I haven't been able to say no. Sometimes my home is a mess because I collect too many things to my home. I have a creative and giving mind, and I easily get ideas for the use of things, and I have to give my family use of things and to give to my family for good. The problem is that I collect too much, and some rooms is a mess. My living room and bedroom is okay. Maybe I also collect because to be sure I have enough. Yeah, good awareness, good questioning there. I have been in deep economic problems for years. Now my economy is okay. I would love if I could be strong to change. I could quit the job where I'm able to collect my secondary job, but find I should be strong enough to say no. Well, my love, it's a, and then Benny asked for advice. That's a multi-layered topic. So I'll just speak to one part of it. I'll speak to two parts actually. One, it already sounds like you have a deeper wisdom and awareness arising inside of you about what's really going on for you. I hear your own inner knowingness in what you shared there, your own inner knowingness on a couple of different topics. The second thing we could consider is when there's a lot of stuff, like physical objects and things, that uh, it's taking up energetic space and it can cause more like the chaos that a bunch of stuff can cause or mess can cause will impact any kind of chaos or agitation or lack of clarity, whatever it is we're experiencing inside for most of us. So there's something there, maybe food for thought there. And then the last thing, um, oh yeah, the last thing is that I was just speaking with someone about this the other day. I remember I learned a long time ago. Someone said to me, for anyone who's in the United States, you'll get the reference of the store Whole Foods. It's like a large food market, a grocery store with a lot of healthy options. They started out as like a more crunchy, healthy option, and they've changed. But anyway, when I was 19, I was a cashier there. And let's see, this was when I was 21. I had just become a massage therapist, but I was still working at Whole Foods as a cashier. And I remember this longtime massage therapist who I was friendly with came through my line buying her groceries, and she knew that I had completed my massage training. And she said, "Keep your job. Keep your job while you build your massage business. Don't try to make it your full career." And for many of us who are artists or who have maybe an alternative business of some kind, it can be really great advice to choose a job or a career that offers you financial stability while you're building whatever secondary career or passion you'd like to build or create for yourself. Many of us feel like we're just ready to quit the job and like move on and just do the thing that we love. And then we take away our stability that takes care of our practical life. So, just again, food for thought. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not giving instruction, just offering a piece of advice that served me well a long time ago. All right, coming back. We'll just cover a couple more comments and then we will start to complete for today. Jessica shares, I'm so glad I was able to jump on the call today. Thank you for naming and giving me the language for what I'm feeling. Oh, I'm so glad, darling. So glad. Let's see here. Hi, Leela. Oh, yeah. Brad shares, my iPad only heats up during these live sessions. Must be the topic today. The inner work never goes away. The other day we were having our mastermind and we were doing really deep Shiva sadhana, this Shiva chanting, similar to what we did last week for anyone who's here. And my power went out for like an hour. It was like the energy was so big. We could consider that we knocked out the power. Maybe not, but yeah, it's true. Let's see here. Oh, Jess, it's you. That's so fun. So Jessica will also be joining, or Jeff, Hefe. Sometimes I think of that and I just get a chuckle. I'm like, how did we even get there? Calling you Jeff. Oh, that's so sweet. So Lamira, Tracy, and Jessica will all be in Costa Rica. So fun. So fun. Okay, let's see here. Reshared. I had an interesting conversation with my son. We talked about returning emotion of things that you've made peace with. For me, I don't entertain or go back in. He suggested that there's more work to be done in those areas, so going back in is necessary. Is this bypassing or taking dominion over my life and refusing to keep going around the same old mountain? Oh, Reed, this is such a nuanced and great topic conversation. I don't feel like we have the time to dive into this one today. The first thing I would invite is the opportunity to really listen deeply inside. Like, just for a moment, set aside all of the tools and the amazing teachings that you've learned that have taught you to be more empowered and not go back into creating stories, right? Like, I hear what you're saying here, right? You work with it, you navigate it, and then you move forward. You don't go back and keep entertaining it. There's a lot of power in that. And yet, sometimes we do end up bypassing. So, to go in and listen. And when I say listen, I mean like go into the bodily sensations when you want to address a certain topic. Am I still feeling some heaviness? Do I still feel a thickness of some energy inside of me? Do I still feel a strong contraction? Is there something here for me to work with? And what I would invite in that exploration is I I personally in that moment that I was being curious about if there was lingering energy to work with, I wouldn't start telling myself the story again about what happened. Because that will naturally bring something up, right? If I start to think about the horrible or painful or challenging thing and I really think about it, it's like watching a movie in my mind and it's going to activate things in my system. So maybe there's just some space to be curious, right? And I would say for me, for someone who's been a practitioner of this work for 3 decades, yeah, um, there's often another layer that I wasn't aware of. Sometimes a lot of layers I wasn't aware of. But there is a distinction about not feeding the drama of something, being with it in ourselves without telling ourselves this painful story, replaying this painful movie again and again to the point where we just keep activating ourselves. Okay, great, great, great. Yeah, space to be curious. Beautiful, darling. Beautiful. Thank you. Bless you too. All right, my loves. Two more comments and then we're going to complete today. Sharon shares, everything we go through leads us to where we are right now, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Realizing this helps me to find gratitude and even for the negative things that have happened. Like, no problem without a gift for you in its hands. I forget who said that. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Everything that we've gone through, every version of ourselves is how we've been able to grow into the person we are today. Beautiful. Yeah, Lamirsha, can't wait to dance, Jessica. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Benny. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Henry, we're coming to your comment and then we're completing. Hi, Selena. I just wanted to thank you for your content. I did the inner child healing and it was really powerful and brought me to tears. Oh, I'm in the process of acknowledging my childhood traumas and healing, and I'm learning to care for my inner child instead of ostracizing him. Your warmth and authenticity are amazing, and I'm so grateful, Henry. That's so beautiful. Blessings to you and your little one. Yeah. And it's there for you to listen to again and again. You might also find the course that I have here, Awaken My Heart, a guide to living with self love, helpful too, as you navigate whatever's coming up for you. So much love to you as you continue to embark in this journey, on this journey. Thank you, my friends. Thank you all. Now that I know that um, oh, come on, Selena, you can talk. Um, Now that I know I can search for things, look at this. Look at this. 3 cards. I feel like, good job. I did it. So hopefully all 3 of those cards showed up on your end. I was able to select them all on my end. Thank you. Uh, thank you. Thank you for your vulnerability, for all of your wonderful contributions to today's session. Thank you for your love and tenderness with me. Thank you for your donations. Thank you. I saw your donations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Yeah, baby, that's right. Camellia said you're on the court, Selena. There's a fantastic course called the Landmark Forum. And there's this distinction about living either on the court, like if you think about the court like in a sports game, you're like either like on the court playing the game or you're in the stands, you're watching. And many of us are living life either on the court where we're actually actively engaged in our lives, or we're in the stands. It's like we're a bystander of our own life. So, yes, I'm absolutely on the court, digging in, doing the work, doing the work right alongside you. Oh, thanks, sweethearts. Thank you for your donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right, my beloveds. Thanks for your love and graciousness and being with me in my journey of growth and being a place where we can be together, a safe place. Each of us are what creates this safe place of love. So thank you. Thank you for the love that you are. Thank you for your courage and your devotion and dedication to your path. You wouldn't be here if that wasn't who you are. I see you, and I'm grateful to be here together. So very grateful. We'll be together again next week. And then I need to update the schedule because the following week we have a special live. We have a special live of Ask the Expert. I've been invited to offer a special session on the in the Ask the Expert series, and the title is How to Stop Being So Hard on Yourself. So that's going to be a special session on Thursday, September 3rd at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I know that's pretty late for some of you, but 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be together for a special session. That's Thursday, September 3rd. And next week we'll be together at our regular time. So Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Linda shares, sadly, I woke up, so I've missed the whole session, but I wanted to hear a little bit several days, weeks to listen to your meditation. Oh, beautiful. Linda, reach out to me and I can connect you with recording. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Yes, I'm an expert of not being an expert. I'm an expert. I mean, like, I can honor myself. I can. I don't know that I'd call myself an expert, but I am a deeply devoted student to the path of growth and liberation and compassion. So if they want to put me in an expert category because of that devotion, I accept. A humble student of life always. Oh, Lisa, you're a genius. I bet I can use a card. Can I do a card of a live session? Oh my gosh, I can. You, my friend, are a genius. All right, look at this. Look at this. Did it come through? So good. I love this. Okay, great. There it is. Yeah, thank you for suggesting. Ah, that's amazing. Yes, I'm a card machine. That's right, Lamira. Oh, it's so fun. So fun. This life is a gift. This life is a gift. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi and many others have said life is to enjoy. Life is to enjoy. Last plug, both of my parents, my first gurus, are on this app, Insight Timer, and they are incredible teachers and embodiments of the work and of love. My mom leads live sessions on Thursdays. I'm not exactly sure of the time. I think it changed. I think it was at 10 a.m. Eastern, but her name is Sandy Magram. I'm popping it in the chat. And my dad's name is Jonas Magram. He's not offering lives right now, but he has some really beautiful content. So I welcome you to enjoy their presence and the gifts that they are. Let's see. Linda says, except when I click on it, all it says is accept. I don't know what that means, my dear. You're trying to send me a message. You might have to go into a different place in the app. You can also send me a message offline, meaning not on the app. You can find that under the About section on my profile page. All right, my friends. Oh, the link, except when I click on it, all it says is accept. Maybe I have to start by accepting. I don't know. I've never clicked on the link before. All right, my friends. Thank you again for your donations, your love, your presence. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. Truly. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Blessings to all.